What's going on, Android lovers? This is Clayton Youngberg with AndroidAuthority.com. Today we've got an in-depth review of the LG Intuition for Verizon. This is a brand new phone. It's a 4G LTE capable device. It's a 5-inch device, so that categorizes this as a phablet. And it has a lot of impressive specs as well as some cool intuitive software features. So we're just going to go ahead and go over the software, hardware, build quality, everything about this phone that makes it special. So let's go ahead and check out the body. As you can see right here on top, we already have some nice lighting accents that are on the power switch. We also have some protection for a micro USB slot. We can simply slide that open and shut. And then we have our dedicated screenshot key, which is also intuitive with the software Quick Memo. We also have our 8mm headphone jack. Nothing on the left side. On our bottom, all we have is the small microphone. On the right side, we've got a volume rocker up and down, each a dedicated button with a nice space in between. And then we also have our SIM slot right here. We have a non-removable battery, but it is still fairly large in size. Gives you a lot of talk time, especially a lot of standby time. We've got an 8-megapixel camera in the rear with LED flash, and we have a 1.3-megapixel camera in the front, as well as all our different light sensors. A small speaker here. Then also on the front, we have our dedicated capacitive touch keys right here. We've got the back, the home, the recent apps button, and then we also have our menu button. As you can see, we're on our lock screen right here. We can kind of just press anywhere we would like and swipe to open it up. We also have our quick shortcuts down here for phone, messaging, Gmail, camera, and notebook, which of course are customizable. We have access to a notification bar in the lock screen as well, and we have our Wi-Fi notification, all of our usual stuff that's packed in ice cream sandwich and see, we can customize the home screen. LG has the Optimus skin running over Android 4.0.4, and we have a lot of cool intuitive widgets and software that's packed into this device. So we'll go ahead and go open our app tray. You see we have 5 across, nice screen space, takes advantage of the 5-inch display. Now this is a 5-inch display, but this is the LCD TFT with a resolution of 768 by 1024. So it has a strange screen resolution, but we are getting a good PPI. We have about 250 PPI, give or take. We also have a 1.5 gigahertz dual-core Snapdragon S3 processor. Now the S3 is not the newest from the Snapdragon. It's dwarfed by the S4 and the S4 Pro, of course, but it still does provide a lot of nice speed, nice fluid video, gameplay, all sorts of stuff, and it does really power the display. Now sometimes we have some lag when it comes to leaving the app tray and going to the home screen, or leaving a specific app and going to the home screen, but it otherwise does work really well. We can pull down our status bar here. We have all of our different toggles for the quick memo. We have the different toggles for silent mode, Bluetooth, NFC, of course. This is an NFC capable device. And we've got our brightness toggle as well. We can also edit these toggles, choose their order and which toggles do appear. We have our Wi-Fi, which is the dedicated button right here for most of the Wi-Fi. And then we can access our settings. Now all of the menus are themed with the Optimus UI, but we do get our Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, data usage for our ice cream sandwich, and then our options under the More tab. And scroll down, we have sound options, display options. Under the display options, we can choose the auto rotate screen brightness. We can even choose our font type, our font size, and then we can correct the aspect ratio for a lot of our apps and stuff. We can choose the duration of the front key lights as well. We also have gesture support, much similar to the Galaxy S3. We can choose an icon and kind of move it across the screen just by tilting the device and whatnot. Apps management, power saver, which is really cool. Has a lot of cool features baked in there. Of course, we have our Verizon bloatware, the backup assistant and stuff like that. Hopefully this gets a root method soon so you can remove the bloatware. We also have our developer options for Android Ice Cream Sandwich. And if we go under the About phone and under the software information, we see we are running the 4.0.4. Trying to get our Easter egg. And we do have our Easter egg, which looks really nice. A lot of apps do look pretty nice with the 5-inch display, but a lot, you can see the lag right here. So there it is, guys, the S3 processor lagging. Anyways, it does usually work really nicely. As you can see, now it's going. And we can make use of our Robertium pen, which is pretty intuitive, but of course, as a lot of people know, there's nowhere to keep it on the phone. But like I mentioned in our Galaxy S3 comparison, a lot of cases should be coming out that you can have an area to put the stylus. and also some cases might have some extended batteries for this bad boy. Well, anyways, the pen works pretty nicely. We can swipe left and right, use any of our intuitive apps such as the Quick Memo. We can go ahead and demo out our Quick Memo dedicated button. Simply press the button, it takes a screenshot. Now on the screenshot we can edit whatever we have captured, so we can make a note to our friends, choose our different pen tools, our pen sizes, choose our different eraser tools, choose where to save it. We can even share the image. So we would circle that. We can save the image to either our notebook app or the gallery. Now if we save it into the gallery, we can access it from going to the gallery, and likewise if we save it to the notebook, we can quickly go into the notebook and access those. So here's the notebook. This is LG's own proprietary app. We can choose a new note, choose all of our different parchment styles, paper colors, and then our bindings. We'll go back and we have a similar app called Tasks, where we have all of our different tasks that we can do and assign and then complete. So this device does have a lot of cool productivity apps built right in, and then it also has a lot of the Verizon bloatware, but we do have our alarm clock. It's got Audible, it's got email, of course, all of our Google apps such as Gmail, Google+. We've also got some weather apps, Video Wiz, Video Player, VZ Navigator, YouTube. We have our downloadable widgets, we have our downloads tab and our widgets. Now the downloads shows you everything you personally have downloaded. Widgets as well, a lot of cool custom LG widgets available, music players and whatnot. And then of course we can choose and, we have to go to our downloads, and then choose which apps show up in the actual downloads pages and which in the apps pages, our sorting options and stuff like that, which leads me into the theming options you can do with this. Now you can simply grab an icon and you can change the way it appears. You can change its actual photo icon, and then we can choose the theme, whether it be Optimus, Biz, Light, or Sketch. We can access that from the settings as well when we go here into the display options. Actually, yes, that is the display options, and then we can choose our... No, it's not. So LG does provide us with theming options and stuff like that. We can also choose certain apps and not only use them as the app, but we can actually create a widget out of them if we grab, and we can expand. Well, obviously messaging is not one of the ones we can do that, but a lot of cool apps are like that. Grab an app and we can simply just drag it into the size of a widget. Now this phone does run pretty fast. It runs quickly. This S3 processor doesn't really slow the thing down, but you can see that we're using most of our RAM at all times. Even if we clear the RAM has been optimized, we're still using a lot of RAM. And this does have 1 GB of RAM, which is on par with most of the phones these days, but it's not anything incredible like the 2 GB of RAM in the Galaxy S3, also available on Verizon. Make sure to watch our smackdown between this and the Galaxy S3, because that is one of the other hotter phones on Verizon. And if you've got any questions about the LG Intuition, go ahead and drop us a line. You can always interact with us on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, and of course YouTube, and our website. And that's basically the LG Intuition for Verizon. If you're looking for a phablet device and you're on Verizon and you don't want to hold out for the Note 2, you can still have the power of the Galaxy, or the Snapdragon S3 processor. So if you're looking for a tablet, you can still have the power of the Snapdragon S3 processor, 1 GB of RAM, and then a nice big 5-inch screen. We're going to see Jelly Bean come into this device in the near future, hopefully. Already got Ice Cream Sandwich, big beautiful display, blazing fast processor. I was scoring in the upper 3000s on the quadrant test, so it does keep up with the Galaxy S3. Nice sound, nice build quality too. It does have the not really rounded edges, but we don't want to get sued by that one infamous company. Anyways, yep, that was our review, guys. So if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. This is Clayton Youngberg with AndroidAuthority.com.